I hope it's clear just how relevant all this is to today's urgent concerns. There are serious debates just now about human responsibility in and for creation. Some, seeing the awful mess that humans have made of the world, are saying we should back off, we should just live simply and let nature put itself right. Others still insist that, well, God is going to burn up the present world anyway and take us off to heaven, so ecological concern is simply a bit of worldliness, a distraction from the true gospel. And others, including many in our own day, are saying, no, we humans have got to buckle to, we've got to do it all and sort it all out. What role might a Pauline Christian have in such a debate? Some might respond that perhaps indeed in God's new creation we will have this authority to set creation free, but hey, we're not yet raised from the dead. The new heavens and new earth aren't here yet, so there's not much we can do at the moment, is there? When people say that to me, as they sometimes do, one of the possible answers goes like this. Supposing somebody came to me for a pastoral visit and said something like, you see, I have this problem with sin. I keep on sinning and I just can't stop. But one day God will give me a moral makeover. So I don't need to worry about it now. God will do it eventually. The proper answer to that would be firmly but gently to confront such an inquirer with a Romans-based inaugurated eschatology. In other words, according to Romans 6 and 8 and other passages too, we are already raised with the Messiah. So we are supposed in the power of the Spirit to anticipate the eventual resurrection in our moral life and our outward-facing responsibility in God's world. In other words, new creation has begun in Jesus' resurrection and the gift of the Spirit. That's our starting point. No excuses. So what then is the present task of the church? It begins in verses 22 to 27, which we'll examine in the next module. It's focused on lament, perhaps surprisingly for those who assume that Romans 8 is all about the joy of salvation. No, all else follows from that lament. As in the Psalms, the pathway to celebration regularly passes through the valley of shadow.